Alright, let's talk about something that makes every car enthusiast cringe, the dreaded money shift. If you've ever tried to aggressively shift gears and accidentally dropped into a much lower gear than intended, you know just how disastrous this mistake can be. And while we've all seen countless videos of gasoline engines meeting their untimely demise due to a missed shift, it's rare to witness what happens when a diesel engine suffers the same fate. Well, thanks to a YouTuber named Eric from Ido Cars S, we now have a front row seat to a Volkswagen TDI engine that didn't survive a miscalculated downshift. So, what exactly went wrong? The engine in question is a CKRA 2.0-liter four-cylinder turbodiesel, commonly found in Volkswagen Passats from 2012 and newer. This little beast originally made 140 horsepower and 236 pound-feet of torque. Nothing crazy, but definitely enough to make it a solid performer. Unfortunately, one wrong downshift turned this sturdy engine into a pile of shattered metal. The teardown reveals the brutal aftermath: a giant hole in the engine block, a completely seized-up crankshaft, and a piston that quite literally disintegrated. Eric, who runs an auto salvage business, started breaking down the engine to figure out what went wrong. Right away, the signs weren't good: metal shards everywhere, broken internals, and even a connecting rod punched straight through the block. The oil pan, usually a good indicator of catastrophic failure, had chunks of metal, a loose bolt, and other debris, but surprisingly, not as much carnage as expected. However, once he dug deeper, the real nightmare appeared. The oil pump and balance shaft module were shattered, the connecting rods were bent and broken, and one piston was completely obliterated. So what caused all this destruction? Eric speculates that this was the result of a severe money shift, a moment where the driver downshifted way too soon, causing the engine to over-rev past its limits. Diesel engines, unlike gas engines, don't usually suffer from valve float in the same way. Instead, what likely happened was an extreme force overload on the internals, leading to the conrods and pistons failing catastrophically. Since diesel engines operate at lower RPMs and higher compression, they aren't built to handle extreme over-revving, making them particularly vulnerable to this type of failure. At the end of the day, this teardown is both fascinating and a cautionary tale. Whether you drive a gas-powered car or a diesel, missing a shift can be costly. Sometimes, as we see here, fatal for the engines. So next time you're ripping through gears, make sure you know exactly where that shifter is going, or you might just end up with a Volkswagen-sized hole in your wallet. Stay subscribed for more videos.